Hello everyone, my name is Carrie, and on this channel I use cash envelope stuffing and zero-based budgeting to help manage my variable income so my husband and I can become completely debt-free so we can start a family and save for big savings goals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Today is going to be a really fun video because I'm going to be doing a reset of all of my binders and my cash envelopes for 2024. So it's going to be a binder setup and starting with some brand new envelopes that I will be swapping out and setting up my cash envelopes for the new year. I hope you're having a great start to the new year. This is one of the first videos that I am filming. I'm not sure when I'm going to have it published, but it's going to be within the first week or two of the new year. And I'm really excited for this new year. I love starting a brand new year. I don't always wait to start my goals till the new year, but I do love sort of resetting everything and going through and getting organized. One thing you will also see is that I have rearranged a little bit of my desk. I'm going to try to film this year with my cash tray on my right instead of my left and kind of swap things around that way. But to get started, I figured it was the perfect time to reset my binders and my budgeting envelopes, my cash envelopes, because they're all empty. If you watched my last video or two, you'll see that I did a reset and I basically bankrupted all of my sinking funds for the entire year last year, so that I could start fresh for 2024. So I have actually all of these are completely empty, and this binder is completely empty as well. But I made some brand new envelopes that are matte instead of glossy, and so I'm going to go ahead and put them into these binders. But first, I thought you would like to kind of sit with me and hang out with me while I hole punch them. So it's always fun to do a little ASMR. These are a little bit harder to hole punch because they're thicker. I got the 5mm matte laminating paper. So we're just going to do this for a hot second. Alright, I think that I have around 23 envelopes or so. And I actually made these myself. I made my other envelopes myself as well. And mostly because I like to try and do things myself if I can. So what I'm going to do is swap out these envelopes for the old ones. And then we're going to set this aside. And we're going to rearrange them a little bit for 2024. But as I mentioned, I just made these myself. I'm not going to sell them or anything like that, because I'm just getting started. I only started cash stuffing back in April of 2023, and these are not in order, so we're going to have to find, these are going all in this envelope, or sorry, this binder, and then these are going somewhere else. Okay, I'm just splitting them up. I have two binders for my sinking funds, and okay, great. So I think I have, there we go. So these are all going up front. But what I was thinking of doing is basically taking these envelopes, which some of them are brand new that have never been used, and some of them have been used a little bit, and I was going to put them in like my 1,000 subscriber sort of freebie, giving them away, if you will. I don't want to use the word because my channel will get a ton of spam. But if you're interested in some of my envelopes, like I said, I made these also myself. They're not as sturdy as these. You can kind of see the difference, but they're still really good. They're a great starter kit. I used these for most of the year when I started cash stuffing, as I mentioned, since April of last year. So they're still in really great condition. And I also have a bunch of other ones. I'll kind of show you throughout this video, but these are older ones that I, was using and I'm not using anymore. So if you're interested in them, put a comment down below and let me know. So I will include them in my 1,000 subscriber prizes or whatever for free, and I will send them out to a couple different people. So just let me know if you're interested. Just leave a comment and then we'll see about doing that. So, all right, we're going to do extra week, and I will talk a little bit about my categories as well. So extra week is for all of those months throughout the year. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of them that have like 5 weeks where you would budget for 5 weeks worth of pay and bills. And then extra debt is an envelope that I'm putting towards extra debt so that we can pay off our home equity line of credit a little bit faster. And then taxes is because in the new year I started a part-time job, so now I have, for like the first time in 12 years, have somebody paying taxes for me or with me. So my employer pays part of my taxes, but I still have a side hustle and a couple other things on the side, so I will put my extra taxes in here. All right, and then quarterly subscriptions is now going to be called quarterly subs. So we're going to put that here. And then gas, and then trash and recycle. And then annual fees is now annual expenses. And I'm just going to put this sheet. I just use this sheet to track all of our annual expenses, because we have quite a few, as you can see. So like Costco, Amazon Prime, our credit card fee, we have a subscription to our Botanic Gardens here locally, and then Planet Fitness and some other things that we pay on an annual basis. And then this is a bookmark, or a divider rather, and a dashboard that you saw at the beginning of my thing here from Lily Budgets. So if you're interested in that, that's where that came from. Let's look for health over here. Health and wellness is one of those envelopes that I use a lot. All right, so I basically use this. I separated it out now from my medical, because I want medical to pay for like my medications and any doctor visits and all that, and health is going to be for just supplements and any additional things that I would get that's like health related, vitamins, stuff like that. Why did I grab this one? I meant to grab this one. All right. And then copays covers the copays for our vision and dental insurance. So that will be billed there. Car registration is a new envelope this year that I'll be using. We pay around $130 a year, I think, for our car, but we might end up getting a new car in 2024. I'm not sure. And then car care is just car maintenance for things like car washes and then buying new windshield wiper fluid or anything that the car might need. And then car deductible, we already have $1,000 in the bank for that, which is our car's deductible. So we have a fully funded placeholder. This is from the Fancy Dollar. Okay, this is super nice. Look how good this is looking. Cool, great. These are a little bit sturdier. They'll probably last a little bit longer. This is the dashboard from Lily Budgets. And everything that I use and all of my binders and everything, dashboards, my savings challenges, all that stuff is listed below in my description box if you're interested in purchasing any of them or checking them out. This binder is from the Aesthetic Dollar, but I think it's out of stock or no longer available for sale. Let's see. Travel is for all the travel and trips that we do throughout the year. We do quite a few of them. Here's the ones that we did last year. I still need to check that off. So I'll be getting a new one of these for this year, but we always go to a hot springs resort. We always go to Kansas, and we do like a couple different Thanksgivings throughout the year with our families. And then Christmas is a new one. Last year I did just a general like Christmas savings challenge, but this year I actually want to have it be its own like sinking funds envelope. Household is for basically anything that we need for the house. It does not include decor because obviously this is decor, but just like toiletries and things like that that we would need. A lot of stuff that we get from Costco. And then home decor is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be all the stuff that we use. This is getting messy. To decorate our house and make it feel like a home. I debated on whether or not to create another electronics envelope, but then I decided I did want one. We didn't really use it last year. I think we used it one time. But it's sort of like electronics or technology. And then if we have more things, or if the money builds up and we don't really have anything to purchase, we'll just save up for like a new computer potentially. Family fun is basically our entertainment envelope. For anything that we want to do, like go see a movie or anything really. Okay, I think that I forgot to make an envelope. So I split out my beauty and skincare, and I wanted to create skincare separately. So either I left my other envelope over on my other desk or something. But anyway, beauty is basically anything like hair products and anything that I need for, what am I trying to think of? To help. It's basically like nicer toiletries, whereas skincare is completely separate because I do actually purchase my skincare maybe like once a quarter and I refill it and I have a whole routine. And then I also am planning on starting to see the dermatologist this year. Not for any particular reason, just because I want to start taking care of my skin and do some like nice treatments and revitalizing stuff now that I'm in my later 30s. So, clothing. Did I not do clothing either? Okay, let me set these aside because I skipped a couple of them, I guess. Gifts is just for general gifts and birthdays and stuff like that. And then special occasions is now special events. So I'm going to be swapping this out, which is basically the same thing, but I'm going to be saving for any special occasions that we have, like weddings or birthdays or anniversaries or something for friends and stuff like that. And then clothing will be in here and skincare as well. And then lawn care is going to be here. This is a new envelope. It's basically seasonal lawn care, and it's going to be for helping us create like a really nice yard in the spring, clean up our yard and make it look really nice for the spring and summer. And then this keychain is from the Fancy Dollar as well. So I'll have a couple more envelopes I need to just double check that I made or I need to make them. And then I have a couple of new savings challenges that I'll be starting as well. So in addition to the normal ones that you saw in my last video, I am also starting this $5,000 savings challenge. This is from Jordan Budgets. So I'll be working on that. This one is from Aya Plans. And then I just went ahead and created my own Save 2024 in 2024 savings challenge. So every week I will be saving a certain amount of money, and this all equals up to $2,024. So I could not find something like this on Etsy, and I was Googling and looking for something, so I just went ahead and made it myself. It's not super clear. Like, I think what I'll do if I was to actually make this and sell it or anything is I would make the font a little bit cleaner and whatever, because it does bleed a little bit. But yeah, I just made this myself. If you're interested in it, let me know, and maybe I'll offer it as a freebie. Maybe I'll start an Etsy shop this year. I'm not sure, but it will mostly be printable downloads, so you'll be able to just print it off at home if you want to use it, so you can use it immediately. But yeah, so that one I'll be starting this year. I'm going to continue my Treat Yourself challenge. This is from the Aesthetic Dollar. And then I'm just going to do this little holiday/winter challenge. These are little snowflakes. And I'll probably just do this for the first quarter of the year. It's just a small, like $235 savings challenge. And then this is my monthly savings challenge from the Fancy Dollar. So every week I will save a certain amount of money, depending on the month. And then in addition to this, I will be doing my 12-month savings box. So every month is a certain amount of money as well. It's very similar to this, but these are folded in half, so it's like a smaller envelope. And what I will do is at the end of January, I will probably unstuff this savings box and this envelope just for the amount for that month and put that towards an extra debt payment so we can pay down our HELOC a little bit faster. So in 2024, we're probably going to be selling our home and buying a new one. So we want to try and pay down our home equity line of credit so we have as much equity as possible. So we'll see how that turns out. But that is pretty much it for my 2024 binder setup for new cash envelopes and new savings challenges that I'll be starting. And I really look forward to seeing you in my next video, which is going to be the first official cash stuffing of 2024. Hope you're having a great start to the new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye.